You're up late. Out on the razzle last night, was ya?
There's only £10 left in the housekeeping drawer.
Yeah, I know, I've done the shopping.
How much did you spend?
70 quid.
70 quid? Where'd you go shopping? Harrods Food Hall? 70 quid? What we got? Boiling the bag caviar and venison burgers, eh? Smoked salmon fish fingers this week, is it?
That's what it costs, Trace.
No, it don't. Don't be daft. There's only 2 of us. Blimey, there's whole families live on less than that for a week all in.
Don't be silly. I just got a lot of stuff, that's all. Got a lot of eggs, a lot of veg.
What eggs do you get? Golden Eagles?
I got a lot of stuff so it'll last, because I don't like going to the supermarket. Last time I was there, I was stuck in a queue that made the dole office look like the Marie Celeste. And then the checkout girl puts her hands up for a tin of chestnut puree with no price on and starts ringing bells like it's New Year's Eve. I hate that. I hate it. Because you know your life is on hold until Dilip Patel finds out the price of 500 grams. And he's just vanished up the Californian corn chip hole, never to be seen again. Probably thought to himself, stuff this for a game of shopkeepers and legged it back to Bangladesh. And I don't blame him.
Dilip Patel don't come from Bangladesh. He's from Goa.
What?
Well, actually, he's from Gidea Park, but his family come from Goa.
How do you know?
Because I was stuck in that queue once when they couldn't get the till roll back in the machine. Told me all about himself. He's got 2 kids, drives a Nissan Sunny with a graphic equaliser.
Is he married then?
Well, of course he's married. What do you think, he had 2 kids all on his own?
He could be divorced. What's his wife's name?
How should I know? Look, we are not doing Dilip Patel supermarket assistant, this is your life, are we? What we are doing is...
Let's have a go at Sharon for spending too much money. I know what we're doing, Trace, and you're well out of order. Look, all this stuff costs money. It ain't my fault.
I know, Shal, I'm sorry. It's just we're half going through our money quick.
Are we?
Yes. We've got the bill for the car insurance yesterday, the central heating boiler had to have its service last week, and the house insurance is due. Honestly, I don't know how Daryl used to manage it.
Of course you do, Trace. Used to knock over banks. Helps a treat with your housekeeping, that does.
Yeah, but it don't help us. I'm scared, Shell. I was up all last night trying to work out how long our money's going to last us. You know, at the rate that we're going through it.
What's the answer?
I don't know. I've been so worried about money, I hadn't bought a battery for my calculator. I was going mental trying to work it out of a pencil and my fingers. Well, I'm no good at adding up since everyone got calculators.
You was no good before.
I know. Anyway, I got me building site book out, you know, to try and work it out and...
And?
Well, when I go to the building site and they put it in the machine and it prints it all out of what's left at the bottom...
Yes.
And then they take it out and they close it to push it under the glass.
Yeah.
Well, I never look at it. Because I'm frightened. You know what I'm like, Shal. Well, anyway, last night I made myself look at it. I mean, I came down here first to have a few vodkas, you know, to get my bottle up. Well, that's why I'm a bit off today, because I'm a bit hungover. And now there's no vodka left and we can't afford to replace it and... Oh, actually, I think I'll just get myself an aspirin.
Tracy?
What?
Tell me, I'm hanging on here. Get to the point, how much have we got? Oh, give us it here. Bloody hell. Well, there's still a fair bit in here.
Yeah, but nowhere near how much there should be. It ain't going to last long at this rate. I think we're just going to have to work for a living.
Yeah, steady on, girl. No need to get carried away. We'll think of something. Let's look at what we got going out.
Well, there's one thing going out that we don't need.
What's that?
The rent on your place at Edmonton.
Well, we don't have it, Trace. It's my flat.
Yeah, but you live here.
I still need my own place, Trace.
Not if you live here, dear. Well, you never go there. You don't like nothing about it, but still you shell out for it every week. It's daft.
I don't shell out for
I mean,
it.
when Fat Stan was paying rent, it made some sort of sense. But now he's in Pentonville, you ain't getting nothing and you're still paying rent.
I ain't paying rent. The DSS are. That's what I'm trying to tell you, Trace. It don't cost me nothing.
Well, is that legal?
Well, you can overdo all this legal business, can't you? Look, I ain't hurting anyone, am I? They'd have to pay the rent anyway. I like being here. You like having me here. And I'm not taking a job away from some poor person with hundreds of kids and a terrible mortgage that needs it desperately. So, everyone's happy, aren't they?
You're all art, aren't you, Shell?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
And there was me thinking you was just a lazy, selfish cow that was trying to make some extra money.
It just shows you how wrong you can be, doesn't it, Trace?
Yeah. I wonder if the DSS would really appreciate just how public-spirited you are.
Don't say that, Trace. Got to go there tomorrow.
Thank you very much. Goodbye. Mrs. Sharon Theodopoulos. Cubicle 3, please. Hello.
Hello.
You done any work since you last signed?
Oh, no.
You are available and looking for work?
Oh, yeah.
Just haven't been successful in finding any.
Well, it's the recession, isn't it? And then again, once people find out my husband's in prison, they turn against me. You know, it's a terrible thing, but I don't suppose I'll ever work again.
Tragic.
Still, there it is. Can I be gyro now?
And you're not cohabiting with anyone?
How do you mean?
You live alone at flat 37 Camelot House, Edmonton?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So, why do you collect your gyro, then? Why did we send it to you there?
Well, it's not safe. You know, might get nicked.
Oh, I see. Well, if you'd just like to sign to that effect. Here.
Cheers.
Thank you very much. Just like to wait a moment, please.
Mrs. Sharon Perpetua Theodopoulos.
Yeah?
I have reason to believe you have made fraudulent statements in order to gain pecuniary advantage from the Department of Social Security. You're not obliged to say anything, but anything you do say may be used in evidence.
Hey?
Are you a Social Security scrounger, then?
No, I ain't. Well, all right, yeah, I suppose I am.
Well, I never knew that. How interesting. I really would like to know exactly how it felt when they collared you.
What?
When you first felt the dread hand of the law on you and you realised that you were facing the horrors of a trial, prison, and social disgrace.
Prison?
It ain't that bad, Dor.
Oh, I think it is. You see, there's a big crackdown now on Social Security fiddling, and quite right too, if you ask me.
We didn't.
You must tell me all about it. It must be dreadful to see your whole world fall apart in front of you, to know that from now on you will have a criminal record and that you will never be trustworthy again, no matter what you do. And you have actually experienced this. You see, in this book that I'm writing, this is what happens to my heroine, Pussy Golightly. So, I would really appreciate it if you would tell me exactly what it's like.
What? She gets done for fiddling the Social Security.
Oh, don't be silly, Tracy. Of course she doesn't. She is charged with insider dealing, defrauding the Bank of England of £20 million, murdering her bisexual lover, and smuggling 800 kilos of cocaine into Manhattan. Of course, it's possible I have slightly over-egged the pudding at this point, but the basic feeling must be much the same. And of course, you know what it's like queuing for a pittance in those awful, smelly public assistance offices. You see, I've been toying with the idea of popping in a strand of gritty social realism to try to reach the left-wing audience as well as proper people. So you could be a great help to me.
When did you start writing this book, then, Dor?
Ever since I met Dominic Laszlo at one of Marcus's parties. He runs the Chigwell Writers Group.
Dominic Laszlo.
Well, his real name's Kevin Pratt. He just writes under the name of Dominic Laszlo.
Can't think why.
So what else happens to this Pussy Golightly?
Well, she has a series of affairs with well-muscled, well-endowed young men who have highly developed sexual techniques.
And who on earth are you going to ask about them sort of experiences then, girl?
For those sections of the book, I shall draw on my imagination. So, what's it like to be prosecuted by the Department of Social Security?
I ain't been prosecuted. I don't know what happened. They just said I weren't living at Edmonton.
Well, you don't. You live here.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they don't know that, do they?
Well, clearly they do.
How did they find out?
Well, have you been to Edmonton lately?
No.
Well, there you are. There's probably a dreadful letter there threatening you with all manner of dire consequences, which they assume you have ignored.
She's right, Shell. You ought to go and check.
Yeah. Will you come with us, Trace?
If I have to.
If there is a letter like that,
Yeah.
will you keep it for me? You see, I would like to know exactly what they say just before they prosecute you.
If you don't knock it off, Dor, Pussy Go Lightly's going to find out exactly what it feels like to get a smack in the mouth.
Stuff me. This is a bit strong, isn't it?
Yeah.
Blimey, she don't write about nothing else.
No. It's good, isn't it?
Oh, no. Oh, my God, what's she want to do that for? My Daryl never did nothing like that, thank God. She's wild, isn't she, Dorian? Where'd she get all this from?
Don't be daft, Trace. The woman's been researching this book for the past 20-odd years.
Do you reckon she'll sell this?
Well, I'd certainly buy a copy. That's if the Vice Squad ain't burnt them all first. Do you reckon this is based on real people?
I wonder.
I wouldn't mind bumping into this Tarquindy winter.
Is he the one she says is well endowed?
What do you mean, the one? According to her, they all are. I'll tell you, if this is based on fact, Dorian Green's been a hell of a sight luckier than I have. I ain't half worried, Trace.
About the Social Security?
Yeah. I don't understand it.
Well, you ain't done nothing wrong, have you?
No.
So it's bound to get sorted out then. There'll probably be some letter or something when we get to Edmonton tomorrow. Oh, no, there's another one.
Another what?
Another one like Tarquindy Winter.
Bloke you was talking to at the supermarket, are you sure his name's Dilip Patel?
Of course I am. He had his name on his badge, didn't he?
And he's married?
Yes, I already told you. With 2 kids. Why are you so interested?
No, it's just we got chatting when he was packing me carriers. He asked me out.
He never.
Why wouldn't he? People do ask me out, you know, now and again. I ain't a leper.
I thought you said he disappeared up the California conchi pile.
It's just poetic what's name, wasn't it? Oh, I get it. It's a different bloke.
Of course it's not a different bloke. How many Dilip Patels are there?
About 4 million. It's like John Smith in India, isn't it?
It is the same bloke. He asked me out and all.
I told him not to send it over here every week, so we had to trek over.
Well, why can't they send it to Chigwell?
Because then they'd say I was living with you,
Oh,
wasn't
you
I?
are. That's what I keep saying.
Hey, Trace, where's that music coming from?
That's not music. It's Motorhead.
No, seriously, it's coming from our flat.
It isn't all.
Oh, no. God, I've been spotted.
Oh, no. Have they changed the locks? Shall look. The door's open.
Hello, darlings. And what can I do you for?
Who are you?
Cedric.
What are you doing here?
Squatting.
Well, you can squat off. This is my flat.
Your flat.
Yes.
You chose this wallpaper then, did you?
Well, my husband, did you?
Blimey. You married a right plonker, didn't you, Dad?
Well, yeah, I did, as a matter of fact. What's that got to do with anything? What are you doing in my flat?
I told you, squatting.
Well, you can't. I live here.
No, you don't. We've been here 2 months and there were squatters here when we come.
Well, what happened to them?
Egbert asked them to leave. They was very good about it.
Egbert.
Well, who else is here then?
Just me and Egbert. Egbert's a transvestite. Stella and Elvira sort of hang out here and all. Your name's Theo Potto or something?
Yeah, why?
We had the social come round asking if you lived here.
What'd you tell them?
Told them I'd never heard of you. Well, I haven't. You a social security scrounger then?
And how'd you get your money?
I beg.
Beg.
Yeah. I beg people not to force me to hit them. I started small, you know, little acorns. Got any spare change, Gov, I used to say? Now I say, give us a tenner, scumbag, or I'll give you a right spanking. My salary went up by 2,000% overnight. You want to talk inflationary wage claims, you'll have a word with me. And I hate people what ponce off the state.
Yeah? Well, we ain't squatters.
These ladies was just leaving, Egbert.
Egbert? I thought you said he was a transvestite.
Probably his day off, Trace.
You can get squatters out these days, you know. Marcus has had to organise it for clients before now.
Yeah, but it's all solicitors and courts and paying for bailiffs and things. I couldn't do all that.
Well, neither did Marcus. He just paid a gang of thugs to thump the crap out of him. Oh, pardon my French. He said it had to be cost-effective.
Well, we couldn't do nothing like that.
Really? I would have thought you were very well connected in the appropriate circles.
What?
She thinks we know a lot of villains.
Well, we don't.
We're just the same as you as far as that goes, Dor.
What on earth do you mean?
We didn't take that much interest in our husband's work.
Oh, I see. Well, it's the council who has to do all this, not you.
Yeah, but then they'll find out I ain't been living there.
And then they'll evict her.
And then they'll do me for claiming the rent off them. And if I don't get rid of them, they'll do me for cohabiting or subletting.
My word, you are in a pickle, aren't you?
Here, Trace, couldn't you ask your Darryl? Don't he know someone?
Someone who?
You know, who's put the frighteners on them.
Don't be daft, Shell. We ain't the mafia. We could serve time for pulling a trick like that.
But it's the...
No, don't even think about it. We are not criminals.
Well, Sharon seems well on the way to becoming one. These corn chips are absolutely delicious. Where did you get them?
I nicked them from Tesco's.
I think they're in all day sleeping.
Sleeping?
Yeah. Well, they're up all night playing records and rehearsing for their album.
Their album?
They're musicians.
Well, then, why haven't they got a place of their own?
'Cause they're very bad musicians. Oh, God, you should hear the noise they make. They make the Sex Pistols sound like the Academy of St. Martin's in the Fields. That's an orchestra. I got a tape of them doing Vivaldi's Four Seasons.
Oh, right.
And I got Beethoven's Pastoral, Mozart's Horn Concerto, and the New World Symphony.
Oh, nice.
It's nice. It reminds you of one long commercial break. You keep being reminded of low-fat spread and toilet papers. And there's one, you know. It's done double glazing, loo cleaner, pot noodles, and them nappies, where the baby's drier after he's done a Jimmy than he was before. I could do with a pair of them myself.
Yeah.
They was only 50p each. The tapes. But I didn't pay nothing.
Yeah, about the squatters, Irene.
Why didn't you pay nothing?
I put her address. I got them from the record club. Send no money, it said.
My address?
Oh, don't worry. I didn't put your name. No, see, the postman always give me your parcels when the place was empty like. So I got a lot of stuff through the post. I just looked at the ads that said send no money.
Yeah, look, about the squatters, Irene.
Oh, they're terrible. None of us don't get no sleep at all. None. Ever. That's why I jumped at the chance of staying here for a month.
A month? No, I said a week, Irene.
Did you? Oh.
Well, have you asked them to be quiet?
Yes, we all have. Asked them nicely. Hundreds of times. They're nutcases. They chop up firewood all through the night and all.
But I ain't got a fireplace.
I know. It's worrying. Makes you wonder what they're chopping up.
All right, Shell, you win. We'll ask Daryl.
No, it's all right, Trace. I don't want to get your Daryl into trouble. We'll ask Chris.
You can get rid of them. You have a word with Batty Harold and he pops round to see them. They'll soon see things your way, don't worry.
What do you mean, pops round to see him?
At 3:30 in the morning with a few of his mates.
Is he called Batty because he's nuts?
No, he is nuts. He's a raving lunatic. It's called Batty because he likes to bat people. With a baseball bat. Whenever he has to deal with any opposition, he always says, "I'll open the batting." You leave it to me.
But he might seriously hurt someone.
Well, not if you tell him first. Harold's one of the nicest people I know. He never do any GBH unless you actually ask for it. So then, what do you want? Full works or just duff him up a bit?
No duffing up. Just get him out.
Oh. Well, it seems a shame when you're paying for it not to have a full treatment. I mean, it is included, you know. Well, he's a real gent like that, Harold. He'd kick the shit out of anyone, no extra charge. He likes to give good value.
Look, it's bad enough having to deal with thugs without encouraging extra violence.
Oh. Well, you've got to do something, doll. People don't scare that easy.
All right, he can smash a few things up, but nothing else. Remember, some of them are women.
Oh, don't worry, don't worry. Harold ain't like that. He ain't the slightest bit sexist. He'll thump anyone. Don't worry. They'll be taken care of as well.
Chris, we are not communicating here. Just give me his number, I'll have a word with him.
Don't be daft. You mustn't have any contact with him, that's the whole point. Oh, dear me. No, you leave it to me, I know what I'm doing. God, blimey. If I left it to you, you could end up in prison.
What's a mogul?
It's a businessman, isn't it?
It says here, descended from a Mogul prince.
Oh, that's an Indian bloke.
Oh. Oh, there's a surprising thing.
What?
This Mogul bloke,
Yeah.
well, he's got one thing in common with...
Tarquindy Winter.
Yes!
Hang on.
What?
Bloody hell. She who once had had a prince as a sex slave, had ridden to hounds with dukes and eaten at the tables of kings, was now reduced to a squalid council flat in Camelot Tower, Edmonton. Pussy wept through bitter tears and through blurred eyes saw the fat Cockney girl from the next flat leering at her with her coarse peasant features. Who does she think she is, eh? Coarse peasant features? She'll have coarse bloody features when I've finished with her. What a cheek!
Well, you don't know it's you.
Of course it's me. She's put my sod in a dress down here, for God's sake. I'll kill her. Horrified at being in such close proximity to this revolting creature, she's dead. Dorian Green is meat. History is what that snobby cow is. She has breathed her last of Chigwell air, take it from me. Hello? Oh, I'm all right then. Are you sure? Well, that's great. No, it's all right, Irene. You leave it to me. Yeah, ta-da. The squatters are gone.
Eh?
The police were investigating the stream of mail order thefts and they're all legged it. We got to go round there pronto.
What, this time of night?
Yes. We got to get one of them 24-hour key people to change the locks, make it secure. Oh, God, this is great.
But I ain't got me car, Shell. I never paid the insurance. I was hoping to save money.
It's OK, Trace. I know someone who owes me a favour. Hello, Dorian. Yeah, I know it's late. Look, it's the revolting fat cockney here with the coarse peasant features. Yes, sorry to horrify you by being on the same phone line as you, but you have got a God-given chance to avoid being severely duffed up the next time I see you.
Is it based on real life then, Dor?
Well, sort of, in a way. I mean, I do improve things here and there, you know.
Oh, yeah. We know how you improve things, don't worry.
Is your latest boyfriend in it?
Well, in a way.
Who's her latest boyfriend?
I didn't know she had one myself until just then.
Is it Tarquinzy Winter?
Oh, no.
Tarquin's Luke, innit?
Well, sort of.
So who's your latest bloke, then?
No one you know.
What's he do?
He's in merchandising.
I know who it is.
Do you?
It's the Mogul Prince.
That's right, yes.
Are you going out for Mogul Print Store?
Well, not exactly. I said I do improve things. He's a high-caste Indian.
What's his name?
Dilip Patel.
Nothing, darling, nothing. Oh, God, this is great. I've got me flat back. The social can't prove I don't live here now. They can't touch me for anything.
Yeah, and not only that, but we can get our money back off of Batty Harold. We don't need him now.
Oh, that reminds me. We better cancel him. Don't want him coming round, do we?